news. Christian Parker. Looks like he's the new DC. Thank God. I had Christian Parker in my top 2. I moved him up last week. So I feel a lot of relief, obviously. I was nervous. I ain't gonna lie. I was nervous. I was very nervous. I was nervous because of Pum Pum Boy. Now we ain't got to worry about that. I'm also happy the fact that the Dallas Cowboys knocked it out now. So they timing of doing it was good because I was very afraid that waiting on Jim was going to let your birds in hand drop, and the Dallas Cowboys did the right thing. So before I get into it, go for a Hail Mary in your sleeper picks and win up to 100 times your money. Use promo code and sleeper will 100% match your first deposit up to $100 instantly. So this report came from CBS. That's why I felt comfortable obviously coming out with it, because CBS is obviously a reputable source. You ain't got to kind of dig through too many sources. Comes from Jonathan Jones. The Dallas Cowboys are finalizing a deal with Eagles passing game coordinator, DB's coach Christian Parker, to be their next defensive coordinator. Sources tell NFL on CBS. Parker's one of the best young coaches in all of football, and he lands in Dallas. So this is like a draft pick, right? And so obviously everybody knew who I was pushing for, just like pushing for anybody in the draft. You make your pitch. You make your case. But when the pick come in, that's your guy. You support it. And you try to figure out ways to win with it. So I'm going to kind of go through Christian real quick. I already went through Christian with a rival. I'm going to talk about that too. Well, they actually not a rival. Really? No, they're not rivals. But I'm going to kind of go through some things I noticed about Christian and kind of comb through him. Y'all give me 1 second, because I already did a show with Laura Brunson. If y'all remember, for those who've been keeping up with my channel, I've been going under the hood with as many people as possible, kind of digging out the details, right? Especially from people who covered the team. And we know Laura Brunson is one of the best at covering the Eagles. He was actually, didn't want us to get Parker, and he wanted us to get Gannon. So that was one of the biggest clues to me. So let me do this real quick. We go take some calls today as well. But let me get to where I can see y'all comments. That way we can kind of go through this and kind of talk about what this means. Real quick. Hopefully everybody should be feeling good. Parker was high on a lot of people's lists. He was, on a lot of people's lists. So all of us should be feeling relief. I do feel like, woo, All right, and so my boy said, what you feeling about the Parker hire? I'm getting ready to get through it. I'm finna talk about that. Y'all give me a second. I'm just getting to where I can see y'all comments now. Okay. And I'm going to take some calls too. We go talk about this. He said, let's get it, boss. How you feeling about the Parker hire? He said, no Flores or Durante. Yeah. We didn't get him. And that's okay. And listen, man, when you got a guy in your top 2, you can't you can, because when you have a pet cat, it's emotional. When you put in all the work that all of us put in, it's just like the draft. When you dead set on a pick, it becomes emotional. And I've learned not to over attach, because then when that gets snatched, I do believe it was a shoddy pick. Y'all asking me, do I believe it? Yes, I believe, because the way that Shoddy did his offense, and I've been saying that I believe it's a fake report. Is it a fake report, bro? I pray to God it's not. Or y'all just be talking. I saw it from CBS. So, you know, if it's fake, that was a good fake account. Yeah. Anyway, I mean, shit, that would be the best fake account I ever seen in my damn life. But anyway, let me go through Parker. I'll be playing too damn much. All right. Let me go through Parker, and I'm gonna talk about some of the things I observed about Parker. Answer y'all questions real quick, and then I'm gonna take some calls. Let me see. Y'all give me a second. All right, here we go. I want y'all to listen. One of the first observations about. Okay, got it. Here we go. Listen to this.
I'm cool. You gonna have a buddy on your hip all damn day. Ooh, if he dies, he dies. If he dies, he dies. If he dies, he dies. Stay your ass right where you line up. If he dies, he dies.
The first thing I like about Parker is he's going at the most animated dude on the Eagles. You know, he has a small frame, but he look like he has a big heart. You know, who don't like to see your DC come out there and the first thing he start doing is talking shit. Hold on quick. I have to turn off Lou. Thank you. The first thing he start doing, I miss your super chat. What you say, Star? Star, I'm gonna call you too. You don't need to super chat me. I'm gonna call you. I'll call you directly. First thing I love to see is the fact that he got a small frame, but he got a big heart.
I'm cool. You gonna have a buddy on your hip all damn day. Ooh, if he dies, he dies. If he dies, he dies. If he dies, he dies. Stay your ass right where you lined up. If he dies,
stay your ass right where you lined up. And he say, "Is this a good hire? Don't know too much about him. I'm going through it. That's why, I'm doing what I'm doing right now, so I can." And it came from CBS. Some people saying, is it fake or real? It came from CBS. I don't, if it came from CBS, I'm rolling with it. So I'm rolling with it. So let me see. Here we go.
He dies today. Get after that.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
You want to do it one hand or two?
Now, this the next thing I noticed about him. That's super important. The next thing I noticed about him is that I noticed that he customizes coaching. So notice that when he's coaching, right? Watch what he's doing right here. Watch.
You want to do it one hand or two? You want to like you did an offhand jab?
Yeah. I swear to God, I ain't never seen that. I swear to God, cause I played corner. I have never had a coach give me an option. Never. Like when a coach is to me, usually, say this dude keeps saying, fake report on Parker. Can y'all shoot him? Cause I don't got time for people coming here playing. Like shoot him. This dude from Wisconsin, Moose Productions. I don't like people like that, bro. Like we serious about football over here, man. I want to make sure this dude is shot. I can't stand people like that. I don't mean to interrupt the stream, but I need y'all to get him out of here. I don't play about football. I'm dead serious.
Everybody around me shooters. Ain't no telling who was shooting.
I want to get a confirmed kill on this guy because he keep playing with me. I don't play about football, brother. You can go somewhere else. I don't want your sub. I don't want your views. I don't want nothing about you. Okay? I'm talking real football. The people that follow this channel are very serious, so stop playing. And shoot him. I'm like, when I say shoot him, get him out of here. I don't play about football, bro. Go somewhere. So people saying who is Parker, I'm explaining. So I play corner. I have never in my life had a coach give me the option on how to play technique. Never.
I'll start 1 and 2 from back show. Yeah.
So the crazy thing is he said, okay, I want to do, listen.
Start 1 and 2 from back show. Yeah.
He said, I'll start with one hand and two. And so what he then did there was then customize. Thank you for shooting him. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Everybody around me shooters. Ain't no telling who was shooting, nigga.
So then he started coaching him up on a technique.
So we'll go one, just make sure we got that thing in the right place. We want to aim out right here. So we're going to start here like this. We're going to put releases from here, peak. All right, through, all right. It's going to be a quicker throw. But I want to get that peak when we clench.
I've never seen that. I'm just being honest. I've never seen that. Like, I don't know if that's special or not special. I've never seen that. So it can be logical though.
I'm here, inside foot, step to outside so that you can time it up and then get your punch. Feel me? You can slow yourself down a little bit.
Cause he had came off like,
yeah.
So I'm thinking, and it was the court, and it was like to the field. Right. So I was thinking like,
if you want to dance off the line, we jabbing this ass. You know what I mean? So it takes.
I'm cool.
Yeah. So, you know, I'm giving y'all the nuance of what I saw while watching him, right? So, which is very important to me because, you know, obviously when we're dealing with a guy like him, what you're getting with a guy like that is a lot of back end nuance. So I've always said that you judge a coach by their players. Okay. Y'all heard me always say that on the Book of Boss. Is that, and I've always said it like this. If an individual is playing bad outside the group, you blame the individual. But if the group is playing bad, I'll make you a mod in a minute, bro. When I start taking calls, that's when they ask me to make you a mod because I'm kind of pushing too many buttons right now. But as soon as I start taking calls, say that again, and I'm going to go right in there and I'm going to make you a mod, bro. You've been going hard, 864. You definitely deserve to be a mod. He said, boss, I don't like raw chicken. I understand that, and that's fair. That's fair. So raw chicken, what he talking about is having a guy that don't have DC experience, right? Having a guy that we don't have a track record of him actually doing a DC job. And that's fair. He said the only I would say is outside of Q and Coop, I have my questions. And I've heard that from Philly people. And to me, that's fair. Lord Brunson said that. We have some Eagles people in here. Y'all be nice because he ain't coming here talking crazy. He talking football. Lord said that same thing. Going back to judging a coach by the players. Judging a coach by the players. So let me show that real quick. So I feel good about it. People keep asking how I feel. I feel good. I don't feel great. I feel good. You know what I'm saying? I do feel like he raw chicken. Like, I feel like, you know, I'm not going to oversell this thing. I'm not going to act like we hit a home run because there's some things that we don't know. There's some things that's truly going to be speculative. And what we're hoping is that he live up to what's been advertised, because he's been advertised as something that's special, you know? And what I hope is that it wasn't a bunch of groupthink, you know, because what happened is sometimes people names get hot and then they start getting hype, and they not really what they hype to be, i.e. Kyle Pitts, right? Man, I'm back. My goodness. I crashed my system, y'all, so I'm back. So come on back. If y'all left, come on back, and then we go get right back into this Christian Parker thing and talk about this. So yeah, so I was answering a lot of questions as we was sitting there just kind of going back and forth on this type of stuff. because I'm gonna really kind of get into this, and I'm getting ready to send Star the link as well. So y'all give me a second. Getting ready to send Star the link, and we go kind of double team this. As y'all can hear, my notifications are going crazy, as they should. Yeah, and then as soon as she get in here, I'm gonna turn on the channel and we go rock. So y'all come on back in, man. Your boy Boss is cooking. He's over here cooking some steaks and potatoes. We over here cooking some roast. We got that good old meal going. Damn, I hated that stream crash, and that was my fault. I had it loaded. I had it so loaded. So I see y'all coming on back in. Y'all come on back in the house, okay? And I'm gonna kind of finish what I was talking about. So y'all already asked some good questions in here. Yeah, here we go. I like this question right here. Let me see. 5K. There we go. I like this question. He said, is this Parker dude legit? Mostly he looks like it. Mostly he look like it. And I'm gonna tell you the concerns because I dug into them already. Q-Doc said, our voice matters. Thank you for fighting. Wee woo. I love, bro. Man, like, we gotta fight Wee woo, man. Yeah, man. Thank you, Coach Q. Thank you for everybody that put up a real fight, because woo, I was not going for no Gannon. He said, great news. It's not Gannon. Thank you, man. For real. So, short the super chats, and then we go start talking ball. He said, yeah, so my boy Coach Q, this is my brother. So I want to show you, it's not gonna crash this time either. It's not gonna crash this time, because this time, I know I don't have my system overloaded. So y'all give me a second. Let me send the link to Star so she go come on in, and then me and her go start cooking. But the first thing I want to tell y'all is you should feel better about him than even what you do about Jim Linhart. Yeah, and she said, I still wanted Durante, but I'm grateful. And we should, because I felt like he was a better candidate. You know, and we did what we supposed to do. We fought for what we felt like was best. You know, appreciate that. And when we got a Philly fan, he said he's been following me for a while. That's dope. I appreciate that, big dog. You know, and I like how you coming in, because you coming in talking ball. You a Philly fan, but you're not coming in with that trolling. You coming in, you know, with a lot of class. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate that. I like it when y'all come in with class, and where we can, you know, I hate your team, but I don't hate y'all. You feel me? I'm sending it to Star right now so she can get up in here, and me and her can start cooking. Okay, I just sent it to her. All right. So this is what I want to kind of explain to y'all real quick. You know, and now and what I'm putting in here now is what crashed my system. So I'm gonna make the case on why I bumped him up. Okay, I did bump him up. I had him down the list, but I bumped him up at the last week as I was doing content with different people. Okay, so I'm gonna show y'all some things. There she is, my girl Stott in the building. What's up, man?
What's up, everybody? How y'all doing?
Man, I like the all black, man. It's like you coming to get busy, man. You coming to rock with your boy, man. I love it. How you doing, first of all?
Doing good. I just got back from the gym. I was like, damn, I'm not even gonna take a shower. Let me just go live right now.
Hey, man, sometimes you gotta go at it funky. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes funky sex the best sex. You know how it go. No, it's not actually. No, it's not.
No, it's not.
All right, hold on. Let me get you officially in here. Okay, hold on real quick. I gotta Okay, hold on. I gotta fix you live. Hold on, I gotta fix this. Listen, y'all finna watch me build this thing. I'm finna build this. I gotta build her all the way in here. I ain't gonna do start like that. Hold on real quick. Y'all give me 1 second. Y'all finna watch me build this thing. You hear me? Y'all finna see what it take to build this. What it take. All right, and then we go do my girl star right. All right, watch this. Watch this. Watch me transform this thing, and then me and her go start talking about. Boom. First we get her name right. You feel me? And then we she's official.
Magic.
All right, let's go. So the first thing I want to talk about is that to me he was a better candidate than Jim Linhart for a couple of reasons. Number one, I did a poll and I asked Cowboy Nation who was responsible for Surtain. What was scary, Star, is that almost 50% of Cowboy Nation gave Jim the credit for Surtain. Which is crazy.
Yeah, no.
That's crazy. Because Surtain was under Parker for 3 years.
Right.
So,
exactly. Surtain was already Pro Bowl All-Pro.
Right.
Before Jim got there. Jim just got there last year. That's what people don't know. Like, Jim just got to the Broncos last year.
Right. And then somebody said, can't believe Jerry got a black DC. See, that's a theory we got to put away because that's been a theory that's been pushed, right? Jerry ain't gonna get no black DC. We can't say that no more.
That's true.
We can't say that no more. Like, and that should make a whole lot of people feel better. And, you know, that was one of those things I always felt like Jerry competes with power more than he competes with color. I always said that. So that's one thing. This is another reason why I moved them up because of what Durante said. Listen.
Right. You know, the camps back then weren't evaluation camps. They were camps where kids could actually go and be developed and learn some techniques to help their high school, you know, achieve some things and do well. So, but I still like high school because you can catch them at the beginning stages where the fundamentals, I think that's where it all starts. And the faster that these players understand fundamentals and techniques, and that's above all scheme.
The fact that he said techniques is a what?
All starts, and the faster that these players understand fundamentals and techniques, and that's above all scheme.
So, and the fact that he also put techniques above all scheme, that made me move Parker up because it just made sense.
Yeah.
The fact that he's a technical teacher.
Right. He's a technician. I mean, and I did say that it is more impressive to develop a 5th round pick and make them all pro like Al Harris than a 1st round pick and make them all pro like Parker. But I will say this. I'm pushing back my own point now. How many players come into the NFL and they're projected to be they are 1st round picks and then they don't pan out in the NFL. So that I'm pushing back my own point with that. Just because these guys were projected to be this doesn't mean that they were going to be this in the NFL. Because we see a lot of 1st round busts, you know what I'm saying, where they don't pan out.
Right.
So the fact that Christian Parker was able to develop Surtain, then he went over to Philly. He developed Quinyon Mitchell. Quinyon Mitchell was bottom of the 1st round, and DeJean was a 2nd round pick. And I remember, even though DeJean was kind of a popular name, I do remember a lot of people saying he not gonna work out in the NFL. You know, now some of it was a little bit biased, saying white corners don't work out in the NFL, but
they were killing him because he was white, wasn't it? Tell the truth.
Right.
they was
killing him because he was white. They was also saying, he's from Iowa, like he ain't gonna turn out good.
They were true.
So the fact that Christian Parker got him actually playing at a first team All-Pro level, like, that is impressive. To have 2 first team All-Pros in 1 year.
Amazing.
That's impressive.
Yeah.
Like you can't take that away. Shout out to Amp.
No,
but you can't take that you can't take that away from him. Is there concerns with him being too green? Yes. Am I pissed that we're hearing reports that him and Durante was pretty much neck and neck, but front office pushed back?
Talk to me. What happened? Because I saw you saying something about that. I didn't get into the details yet because I ain't read on Twitter like that yet.
Shout out to David Howe.
Yeah, for blocking in the bars.
Yes. So David Howe put out, he said, let me find that tweet.
Tag me in it too so I can show it if you don't mind.
Yeah, I tagged you in and you already liked it.
Oh, I did? Damn.
I said, wow, so Jerry and Steven blocked Durante, but I thought there was no civil war. Because David Howe put out, as a separate note, I don't have firm info on this, but I believe there was some pushback from ownership on Durante Jones.
Oh my God.
I think wars were as high on Jones as they were on Parker. Issues with Jones.
Wait. Oh, wait. Hold on.
Yep.
Take it easy on my back.
I hope the color didn't mess him up.
He said issue with Jones is similar to issues they had with Flores if he was ever interested.
Fuck.
So that's why I'm a little bit pissed because I'm like, so you're telling me that Durante was the first choice? Yup.
Wait. Hey.
Take it easy on my back.
Hold on. See, you just threw some cold water on my.
But they said it was no civil war. They said no, everything's fine, everybody's equal. Bullshit.
Bobby did say that.
He said no civil war. This isn't true. Everybody's the same. And Bobby, you said, I'm gonna call you out, Bobby, because you said that Gannon and Leonhardt was 1 and 2, but now Nick Harris done put it out. Clarence Hill, they've all put out that it was Durante and Parker that were 1 and 2. That's what I was talking about. This is why, for all of y'all that continue to be, well, he said, or this person said this, listen, we are plugged into the nation. We are plugged into our coach. We know what our coach wants. We know Gannon was never a fit. No matter how many times somebody tell you, no, he's a fit. No, the fuck he is not. And now we hear reports it was Durante and Parker, but front office pushback. It's frustrating.
My frustration is not shitting on Parker first.
Yep.
But this goes to show you that the research that we all did was true. Yep.
We knew it. But they kept trying to tell us, no, it's Gannon. It's Leonhardt. It's Gannon. It's Leonhardt. No, Gannon and Leonhardt may have been who Steven wanted. It may have been who Jerry wanted. But when it came down to these final candidates, Nick Harris, I need to send you Nick Harris' report. Nick Harris literally said,
send it.
Once Gannon did the second interview, he was done. They were done with him. But what did we see today? They kept reposting Gannon.
See, y'all, we be trying to tell y'all that front office be getting in the way. We've been telling y'all that. So, even though they got Parker, who was really Shotty's pick?
Durante. Yep, I'm about to. I'm about to send this to you, boss, on Twitter. Nick Harris post. I just sent it to you. We knew it.
You kind of fucked me up now. I'm thrown off now.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, boss.
I'm trying to be professional and get my stuff together. Cause I'm sure I'm not finna sell y'all nothing that. So you know what that says? And this is where I'm gonna celebrate anyway. This is where I'm gonna celebrate anyway. I said this and I'm gonna stick with this. I didn't want Durante here anyway. Cause I didn't trust him with them Joneses, man. That's the last thing I said when I did a full breakdown of Durante. It would have really pissed me off if a guy that was that dedicated to football got effed over. So I'd rather they meet us in the middle. Go with your front office guy. Go with the Parker. And I'm not saying Parker front office guy because that wasn't the case. I'm saying I'd rather y'all, because this man has dedicated too much to get fucked with. And then they over here talking about, as a separate note, I don't have firm info on this, but I do believe there was some pushback from ownership. Yeah, and Bobby said, no, they like all of them, boy. I think Cowboys were as high on Jones as they were Parker. Issues with Jones similar to issues they had with Flores. So what's the issue that? Because I got the report of what they said. Let's pull what the issue was that they said, and we go show you the issue that they said.
Fact, boss. Is there a way you can turn on my channel?
Oh, I ain't got your channel on. Man,
No,
I'm tripping. You know how it is. I'm moving too fast.
no, it's fine. I'm like, yeah, just
Boop, you on?
okay.
It's gonna take about 5 seconds.
Okay.
Let me go back and show y'all the alleged reasons why they didn't like Flores. Okay. Give me 1 second. This gonna take only 1 second to find this because I remember I sent it out on the link. There we go. I got the link right here. Yeah, and Devin said better to meet in the middle than to be all Jerry's way. I agree.
I agree with that 100%. This is like a this is a compromise. This is like when you go to mediation. You're not gonna get everything you want, but you gotta get to a place where you can meet in the middle and you can live with that deal. And I think that's what happened, because I think Shotty did want Flores, and then I think Shotty pivoted and he did want Durante, but front office, they don't want too strong opinionated people, so they feel like Parker was a meet in the middle, where they feel like he ain't gonna quite push back like Flores, but Shotty feel comfortable enough to know this is my guy, and I'm gonna have more influence on him than Jerry have influence on him.
Right. And somebody say it's always a conspiracy. Well, that's just why my name is Boss Show Me. I show receipts. Okay. So I'm gonna show you the receipts. So the first thing I want you to notice is that this is actual a quotation. The concern with Jerry, okay, pay attention. If you think we over here on some conspiracies, I want you to pay attention, sir. The concern with Jerry, he likes the culture that he's created. When he cites, do y'all know what cite is? Cite is a quote. So that means it's no longer a conspiracy, sir. It's a direct quote. That basically the reason why that ain't like Flores is because of the uncomfortability So they basically saying we didn't like Durante because we felt that he was gonna make us uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, as an edge, he's talking about his coaches and players being uncomfortable. It's a quote, sir. It's a direct quote. Okay? Whereas if Brian Flores comes here, this is my favorite part that Fish said. The uncomfortability victim might be Jerry himself. In other words, the main reason they didn't want Flores, the main reason they didn't want Jones, because they felt like they was the type of men that was going to push back.
Right.
So they felt comfortable with Parker. That's what it comes down to.
Yeah, that's what it comes down to. They feel more comfortable, especially because he's younger. He's 35. He's a very young guy. You know what I'm saying? This is his first opportunity. So they feel like they can control him. But I tell you what, Shotty, you better go in that back room and tell Parker what the real is.
Star, I'm going to ask you a question. If this failed, do we blame Brian?
Oh, hell no.
In my opinion, no. I can't blame him. When your first choices was Flores and Jones, and they do
third choice.
It's like Dan Quinn who wanted Bobby Wagner.
Right.
So then when we in the playoffs and they running the ball, Green Bay, and the leading tackler that season was Bobby Wagner. Can we blame Dan Quinn?
No, you really can't blame. Once we blamed him in season, but like once you look after the season and stuff, it's like, no, you can't blame him. I feel like, and what they doing is everybody, Clarence Hill, Nick Harris, everybody, this is Shotty's pick, which I can believe is Shotty's pick, but it's his what they not saying is this was his third choice.
Right.
That's what they not saying. I believe that if it was Jerry and Steven, it would have been Gannon. So you can't say this wasn't Shotty's pick, but what we need to clarify is that it was his third
pick. Right.
So he felt more comfortable or more assured of Durante, but they didn't want Durante because they felt like he was too headstrong. So they bring in Christian Parker. That's why I said, Shotty, if this is going to work, number one, y'all got to build him a stellar staff, but you also got to talk to Christian and let him know the play. You need to take him out to dinner and let him know the whole rundown. Because if not, Jerry and Steven they're going to try to meddle. They're going to try to control.
Yep.
Just like they did with Kellen Moore. Y'all remember Kellen was a young 30-something when he became our OC. So they like to get him young. That's nasty, but they like to groom him young.
They do. They some groomers. They some groomers. Woo.
They like to get him young.
See what I'm hoping with Parker? I'm hoping he's like a Dak. You know what I mean by that? Shout out to my boy Landlord with the super chat. He said, "What's happening, Boston Star? Hit my line if you got time." Hey, I'll send you the link, dog. I do better than that. I do better than that. I'll send you the whole link. Let me know if you want me to send you the link, dog. We'll do that. So, listen, y'all. If you frustrated, you should be. You should be, because this is another where this is where we pick good, where we could have had.
You could have got great.
You could have got great, and then I'm gonna tell you this: the reason why I'm praying that this like Dak, and you gonna feel me when I say this. I'm praying it's like Dak from this standpoint. They got lucky with Dak. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
I'm praying that Parker end up being way better than what any one of us expected. You know, as a leader, as a football guy, I pray that with all my heart. You know what I'm saying? Because based on my research, based on the guy who fit everything that Shotty wanted, the black Shotty, was Durante. Let's keep it real.
Yep.
You know?
Yep.
He was clearly the black Shotty, and there's no way front office should have been blocking this man. That also goes to say that when I said that it was likely Shotty who was leaking all those positives about Durante, remember that positive list?
Yeah, yep. I was going to talk to you about that, boss. That it was Durante. I mean, not Durante. It had to be Shotty leaking that.
It had to be. Let me pull it up. Keep talking about it while I pull it up, if you don't mind.
Yeah, but I believe that it had to be Shotty because I'm like, well, they said it was some that was impressed. Then I'm like, who would be the some, and who would be telling somebody they was impressed if it wasn't front office? It would have to be Shotty or somebody that Shotty was like, hey, leak this, because we knew that was Shotty's first choice.
Clearly.
But I'm agreeing with you that we're gonna try to hope that this is like how West Coast, shout out to West Coast Cowboys, say God is a Dallas Cowboys fan.
Yeah.
So we always seem to fall forward. We fall upward some way. We don't know how it happens. Like with Dak, we picked Dak in the 4th round. Now if he wins the Super Bowl, he will be the greatest Dallas Cowboys quarterback, period. There'll be no debate because he already passed in all the stats, but he just don't have the rings.
Right.
So you want it to be where Christian Parker, where Jerry, you want it to honestly be like this Shotty situation where Jerry and Steven are like, difference. And then you meet a coach that's like, you thought I was different, but actually I'm not. But I think that Shotty is going to have to, like I said, y'all, this is a compromise. This was not Shotty's first pick, and I hate that our coaches have to go through this.
Yep.
But please listen to us and know, when we say there's a civil war, we're not just talking out of our assholes or making stuff up. Like, we can see that there's a clear divide.
Yep.
Because there was no info leaked on Christian Parker.
None.
But I do believe Christian Parker was impressive. And I do believe Shotty was like, you know what, I like this kid. But at the end of the day, I think Shotty wanted Durante.
No doubt. And so let's look at all the things that came out on Durante. And this is who it came from. It came from Nick Harrison, right?
Yep.
He said, we heard very impressive, very detailed, matter of time into defensive mastermind, impressed, efficient communicator, confident, surprise of the search. And Jerry and them blocked it.
They blocked it.
So for all the people, this is a Shotty pick.
You are fake news. Wrong.
It's a Shotty pick, but it's not a Shotty pick. Put it like that.
Right. It's a Shotty pick, but it's not a Shotty pick. Y'all have to follow us because we're not saying. I believe that Shotty's the one who wanted to interview him. I'm just saying at the end of the interview process, once they got through those second interviews, Shotty still landed on Durante. So that's why you can't. Those hashtags did become trends, so it's sad. But that's why, as far as putting it all on Shotty, you can't put it all on Shotty because this is kind of, like I said, it's kind of dangerous because this kid is not called plays at any level.
It is.
But we're just going to hope that that he is Vic Fangio 2.0 with a little bit of his own flair, and he gonna be able to take this defense up to the next level. But we have to know, y'all, at the end of the season and we looking back and we like, damn, this shit is not working out. It's likely because
I can't blame Shotty, man. I'm sorry, I won't.
You can't blame him, and it's like it's possible he gets overwhelmed. That's why I'm like, now we move to the staff. David Overstreet, hell no. That's what I'm really worried about. These Shrine Bowl and Senior Bowl coaches, they saying this is Dallas Cowboys coaches. I'm concerned
And
because
so listen,
David Overstreet. I would be fine with Durante with David Overstreet because I know Durante can teach David Overstreet. But when it comes to Christian Parker being able to teach a coach, I don't know about that. I can't say I'm confident.
So listen, we already starting to have the front office kiss ass people come in. He say, let's move on, boss. We got us a new one. Then we have another person that said, cry harder, we got the best pick, you cunks. So y'all know what to do with him.
Everybody around me shooters. Ain't no telling who was shooting.
Then we got somebody else that came in and say, yeah, y'all shoot him. Get him up out of here. He say, he our guy now, so pick up your face, boss. So this is the thing. Those best of Cowboy fans, they like this type of information because they smart enough to know that there are going to be some future fights. So now people that suck up the front office, they want us to move on. They don't want us to know the facts of what really happened. They don't want us to really educate that the fact that front office blocked Shotty. They want to just move on. Don't even talk about that part. Just celebrate Parker. I ain't gonna never do that. You go listen. I'm gonna tell you some channels out there. They go give you all of that. They gonna give you all the optimism that you're looking for. I'm gonna give you the realism. I ain't gonna give you that. All right. So because in the future, when we fighting for the next head coach, we gonna have to draw on this history and go back in time and prove that they blocked Shotty from the one that he wanted. So the next time when Bobby Belt like, they not doing that, boss. They're not doing that. I'm gonna be able to say, no, they did it. They did it to Shotty because he clearly wanted Durante. So this channel and Stars channel, these are for real Cowboy fans that really are serious about trying to fight back when they see the tea leaves showing that your head coach is getting blocked. Your head coach is also getting blocked on running back too. And a lot of y'all not peeping that. So he said, you can educate, but at the end of the day, we don't know what Parker will bring. Of course. I've been saying that. So it's like, we don't know, right? So that's a given. That's an obvious. But I also owe the people who fought their ass off too. I'm not gonna cheat the people that been sitting here fighting they ass off for what's right by just moving on and not talking about this. Hell nah. It's too many people who fought their ass off for Durante and for Shotty. For Shotty. So nah, bro, I ain't moving on just like that. Nah, we gonna talk about the whole thing. Cause we also gotta talk about the front end. And I'm finna send it to you right now. I do think the next thing that's gonna happen on the front end, I think the next thing they gonna do on the front end, I think they gonna bring back White Cotton. I think that's why they got Parker.
Yep. I think White Cotton's coming back for sure. Yeah. In my opinion.
Yeah. I think the Parker hire was to get the White Cotton hire, which is gonna allow them to sell them as a package. Right, so they go come in and say, we have continuity, and we got a good back end coach. That's actually a good sales pitch, though. That's not too bad of a sales pitch.
That's actually not bad, and we don't know with White Cotton's front what would he do differently now that Flus is out of here. Because if Parker's like, listen, I got the back end, you got the front end. Let's see what we could cook up. You know what I'm saying? So it could end up working out for us. All we are saying, y'all, and we're not taking a dump on Parker. We like Parker. I like Parker. So I'm not taking a dump on Parker. And I'm not mad. And I'm happy as hell it was no Jonathan Gannon. But, y'all, we knew that there was a possibility that we wasn't going to get the guy we wanted exactly. Because they did that same shit to us with no Kellen Moore. They didn't give us Kellen, but they did give us Shotty.
Yeah.
With Which
Yeah.
Shotty was not everybody's top choice. You know, we wanted Bill Belichick, Prime, Vrabel. I mean, it was names out. Ben Johnson. So this is another front office compromise. But guess what? Did Shotty on his side of the ball? I'm not talking about the defense, but on his side of the ball, did that shit not work? So this could be another situation where it does work out, even though this was not the original plan.
No, it wasn't. And then my boy say, now you seeing it from my lens, bro. We've been seeing it from your lens. The positivity lens. We know about the positivity lens, my brother. But what we do here is we cover all of it. We go cover all of it. We go talk about where Shotty got burned, and we need to know that for future references. Then we go talk about how this could work out. And we go talk about that as well. So when you come to real independent channels, learn to appreciate getting the whole story. Because I guarantee you we gonna be in some future fights. As long as Jerry is breathing air, we gonna be in some future fights for Shotty. We are. And then my brother with the super chat said, thank you for the info. I've been getting my high school senior scholarship signing day coming up. I was super happy. Now just happy since Shotty got his third pick. Yeah. We, you know, like it's a that's why I said I can't be too mad when I had Parker as my number 2 overall DC out of all the people that they interviewed. You know what I'm saying? You can't be mad. Landlord trying to come in. Landlord.
What's happening,
bro? We hear you loud and clear. What's going on, big dog? You got your video? We gonna be all audio.
Audio for right now.
Okay. So we go rock with my boy on that audio. Let's go.
Hey, I was just hollering at you, man. I know you wanted Durante, and you know before y'all sold me on Durante, this was my number 1 guy, so I can't be mad.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Y'all won me over with Durante and tangibles and his story and his dedication and his characteristics. You know what I'm saying? But I liked the idea of Christian Parker to begin with.
Right.
So I'm not mad, but I'm kind of disappointed in Shotty not being able to fully select his guy, man. Cause you know me, I'm looking for, you know, being able to have accountability. So now when this season go, and if it don't go right, we still gonna say, you know, Shotty ain't do it. So I don't like that. I'd rather have somebody who to put this on, because just think about this. Say for instance, if the offense don't play well and the defense bad next year, we have a bad record. Are you gonna be angry if they fire Shotty?
I mean, you already heard me. I don't know if you heard me. I said I ain't blaming Shotty, bro. Like
no. Listen to what I just said. I said the offense was bad too.
Oh, if the offense
and
bad,
we had a bad record. Had a bad record. The offense was bad, and the defensive hire didn't work out.
It depends, bro. It depends, because they still ain't got Shotty his running backs. Like Shotty said the very first day of his press conference that he wanted Rico. Did they give him that?
No.
So if you not supplying me what I need, why would anybody blame me? Because you can't get the best of me if you didn't stock me up with what I asked for. And y'all promised y'all was gonna do that. So you can't blame me. You know what I'm saying? You can't. Like, I can't blame, because guess what? What happened when Green Bay ran the ball on us? Everybody was saying Dan Quinn liked them itty bitty linebackers. His dumb ass. He was a dumbass. He put Bell at middle linebacker. He should have. And then it came out about 6 months later that Bobby Wagner said Dan Quinn was trying to get me for 2 years. And then you go look back and say, oh, and that was around the time that Bobby Wagner was leading the NFL in tackles. So how can I blame Dan Quinn? I can't.
And he was cheap. He
only cost $5 million. He cost the same amount of broke neck LV.
I get exactly what y'all saying, man. The only thing I got to go off of is we know the Joneses, bro. This been the story of the beginning since the beginning of time. Like, we should never blame a coach then. That's my only thing. Like, can y'all give me a legitimate argument to make me feel better about that? They always meddled. They always screwed around with people. So how could we ever blame a coach? I just want to give me an answer. I swear, I'm not arguing. I just want to feel better about it. Because we can't never blame a coach.
You
can't. Hearing them meddling everybody every time that we come about.
That's the point. We can't blame a coach. I don't blame none of these coaches. I'm being honest, bro. At this point, I don't. I'm being honest, bro. Like, you, Mike McCarthy, you the head coach. They put Kelly Moore under you, who runs a completely different offense that you totally disagree with. Mike McCarthy went out there and said, I've never been a fan of what Kelly Moore's doing.
That's right. He visited him.
How can I blame Mike? And then when Mike McCarthy finally takes over, he has Dak as the runner-up MVP where he should have been MVP. That tells me Dak should at least been 3 years into his system.
The only thing though, boss, you right. I get what you're saying, but the inevitable still happened. Because guess what? At the end of the day, them losses was on Mike McCarthy's record, right or wrong.
Of course they was. They was on it.
Right. I think
that's all I'm saying, bro. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
I think you can blame. I think you can hold coaches accountable for the things that they're directly responsible for. Like Mike, I feel like you do get blamed for that Green Bay meltdown. I feel like you get blamed for that. Why do you get blamed for that? Because it was reports and rumors and stuff like that the players was out all fucking night. He was not running a tight ship, making the players stay at the hotel and stuff. So it's like, of course your defense goes and like they all out of sorts. You know what I'm saying? And it was reports that the players were looking ahead. They wasn't even focused on Green Bay. They looking ahead at the next game. So I put that on Mike McCarthy. But as far as us not having linebackers, how you gonna put that on Mike McCarthy? You can't put that on Mike McCarthy. You have to put that on front office. So I feel like with Schotty can get blamed too. Like Schotty, you get blamed for.
I'm done. I'm fucking done.
Bobby, inaccurate. Shut the fuck up, Bobby.
God, if you don't. Say, can you see my screen, landlord?
Yeah, I see. He's still in denial, ain't he?
God damn.
Take it easy on my back.
See, for all you, let's just move on, boy. You better not. You better know your history. Let me get this super chat, and then we gonna come back to this because this is look, Bobby, sit your ass down. Damn, inaccurate.
and boss, why are they trying so hard? Why are all the local media? Everybody, Schotty got his pick. Schotty got his pick. It's like, why are y'all spamming the timeline with that shit? It's front office, bro.
You smell it like you carry a water, dog.
Take it easy.
That's what I'm saying. Water carrier.
Oh my God.
I can't lie though, man. I can't lie. A part of me feels like.
Hey, let me get the super chat real quick. Hold on, let me get the super chat real quick before you go. He said, bro, this dog, and this is why we don't move on. Come on, let's just move on and celebrate. No. Hell no. You better be able to look and see what's going on. Oh my God. He say, they don't get it, boss. Aikman was a consultant at Miami, not Dallas. Tells you what you need to know. Man, hey, man, bro. Hey, man. Hey, go ahead. Hold on, let me read the rest of it. Tells you what to need to know about front office. Listen, y'all, we got to be up on this type of stuff. We can't just move on. You got to be very factual. That boy say, you are not the Go ahead, landlord. You was cooking, bro. Damn.
Yeah, I just can't lie. Like Skip Bayless used to say, in my heart of hearts, honestly, in my heart of hearts, I don't think it would have been him if it was the front office. So, like y'all said it earlier, I think it was a was a compromise. It was a compromise.
Right.
I just don't think he don't seem like a Jerry and Steven kind of guy, bro. That's my opinion. Go ahead.
What I was saying is front office telling these local media to start spamming our timeline, talk about it was shoddy pick, it was shoddy pick, it was shoddy pick, it was shoddy pick. That's what I'm talking about. I'm not saying that if it all came down to it that the front office would have picked Christian Parker. No, I think they would have picked Leonhardt first, Gannon second. So that's what we're saying. This is Shoddy's pick, but it's his third choice. You get what I'm saying? So that's why we like, can we really put all the blame on Shoddy when we know it was his third choice? You see what I'm saying, landlord? Does that make sense?
I get with that. See, I basically disagree with what y'all said earlier. It's a compromise. They met in the middle. You know what I'm saying?
I don't even think it's a compromise, bro. I don't think it's a compromise. When you don't get your guy, you got fucked. No, that's not a compromise.
I don't know, because I think it got to be a compromise because I feel like they met him halfway.
No,
they would have went with somebody that he didn't even bring to the table.
Okay,
I feel like 100% Christian Parker was somebody that Shoddy brought to the table. That's what I feel like. I could be wrong.
I'm gonna pivot off of this because I know we're gonna talk about this later on Boss Lady. I ain't gonna spend all the time. How we gonna make this work?
I just want to know what you think because I don't have all the information. I'm just trying to see was he at least not a candidate that was spiked by Shoddy. At least say that.
So let me just say it like this: Shoddy has a type of back, right? Very clearly. I showed 37 years of history on that, right?
Yeah.
If you go get Blue and call it a compromise, it's not a compromise. You did not get that man what he said that he needed for him to go. Now you got him something. You got him something dope, but like you didn't get him. You didn't get him what he said he needed. And y'all promised that y'all was go align fully to him. And you never kept your. I got it right here, landlord. Listen.
And then what we'll do is continue.
So he ain't even mindful.
No, listen. No, listen. No, hell no. Listen. Hold on.
From top down, and that's one of the commitments that we all made.
Let me turn it up because I know y'all can't hear that. I got to turn it up a little bit more. Make sure landlord can hear it too. All right, here we go. Y'all listen and tell me, did they do this? This is why I say, if you don't get me exactly what I said I wanted, you didn't look out for me. Listen, y'all, listen.
I think that's the greatest part is being aligned from top down, and that's one of the commitments that we all made sitting in there about what we're going to do and how we're going to do it. You know, it starts with ownership coming down, but Shoddy's got a plan, got a vision. We're going to support that, and then what we'll do is continue to, add good players. I have a great feeling about Shoddy, what he's looking for. He's going to communicate. He's going to over-communicate. He's going to ask his staff to do that, and they're going to over-communicate with us, and we're going to over.
Hold on, boss. Say be careful about hot takes. We don't do hot takes over here, homie. We do receipts. We do what I'm doing right now. I'm showing you the evidence. I don't know what you're talking about.
Communicate with them. That's how we're going to get it done the first year. We'll continue to grow and get better at it.
They ain't do that. So when you say you're going to align and get behind Shoddy, but you don't do it when he's specifically telling you I want Durante, when he's telling you that I specifically want big backs, that's not a compromise in my opinion. That's overriding me. Just keeping it real. Especially when you're doing it after you said you wasn't gonna do that. That's not a hot take, sir. That's me showing the receipts of them saying that, sir. So now let's talk about, if y'all don't mind, how we can make this work. Can we talk about how we gonna make this work?
Yep.
I think the number one thing.
Sure.
I think the number one thing that tells me is that likely they gonna be leaning to go corner in the draft. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I would see with this particular DC and with the issues on our back end, I could see them saying, I want to repeat what y'all did over there at Philly. Do that. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Because if you do that, and we know we got a really good front, mm-hmm. We saying do that again. What's y'all thoughts on that?
Yeah, I agree with that. I think they definitely gonna target corner. And honestly, we need to, y'all. We got to rebuild this secondary this offseason. I've been saying that. Like, we need corners, we need safeties. We don't have all you have right now that you're kind of sure about is Bland. And he got 2 broken feet. So I don't even know how sure you can really be on him. Like, you're going to have to build this secondary from the ground up. I think we still got to go get Minka. But I do agree that we're going to have to, that we're going to target a corner in the first round. Unless like a CD Lamb or somebody drops. But if everything goes according to plan, I think a cornerback is the target. The best cornerback possible at 12 would be the target, in my opinion.
Or 20.
Or 20. Like, unless like a crazy pass rusher or wide receiver falls, I feel like it will be corner.
What's your thought, landlord?
Yeah, I kind of see it. I can see where y'all coming from, but I kind of see it a little different.
Okay.
I think they might be trying to maximize Revel too. Like, I think it might be about Revel.
Good
You know
point.
what I'm saying?
Good point.
Yep.
That's why I'm coming from.
Y'all clap it
with
up for landlord, man. Let landlord.
Yeah, because I was asking him. Shout out to HTM. My dog's sick too. He over there balled up. He needs a thermometer.
Damn.
But shout out to my guy. But I was telling him, I was like, bro, if you think about it, you got Quinyon Mitchell. If you compare their bill, who got the better bill? Because we know Revel is a freak. Like, Revel is a freak far as how his build is for a cornerback. So I'm looking at it like, bro, if we do that, if we think about it, we can definitely get him. Like, if he was able to build Quinyon Mitchell, maybe he can work wonders with him.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Maybe he can work wonders with Revel. We don't know.
That's a good point.
So
Very good
that's and then you got to think about the front office that you got. Your front office on some type time like we got McDonald's at home. You know what I'm saying? Like, what would make them commit to what would make them commit to a brand new corner when they just spent the premium pick on one?
Damn,
So
take it easy.
Take it easy on my back.
Nah, I'm just looking at it like, if it is a premium corner there, I'm not saying they gonna say I'm good, I pass up, but I don't think that's gonna be the intention. It's gonna have to be just one of them dope guys like a Surtain or something that you just can't pass up on. I really think they're gonna go after a defensive end for sure with the 12th pick. If any one of those defensive ends they like gonna be there, that's gonna be your pick at 12. A defensive end. I don't see no world where that's not the case. So if they don't do that, even if they get one in free agency, they might still draft a DN at 12. Because guess what? If you get one in free agency, he probably ain't gonna be a long-term option anyway. So you got to think about how your front office like to operate and how they screw over some people when they come in. Because you think they're gonna give him full control? Hell no. They ain't gonna give him full control because that's the type of level of coach they hire. They hire somebody who gonna have to say yes to a lot of stuff opposed to a strong person like Flores was. Or a strong person like Durante was. So that's what they gonna need. So I mean that's the requirement. So that's how it's gonna go, in my opinion.
Good point, man. Good point. So I do want to say this, man, before we give our final words. I want to thank everybody that fought. This was a hard fight. This was a very hard fight. I'm tired as fuck.
Yeah.
I'm tired because I felt this fight. I did. But one thing I saw about this fight that I'm happy is I saw the community fight like I ain't never seen us fight together. Like, this was a major community fight. Like, I ain't gonna even start naming names because it's too many. It's too many. T Church, Devin, Montana. You know what I mean? Rebel, Chris 214. You know, Black, Wee Woo. Like the people that was in the streets going back and forth with these media people, making a case, pushing for what they felt was best. I ain't never seen us fight like this together, man. It was the dopest fight. It to me showed that we know how to fight together now. You know what I mean? Like it's sometimes you get to a point where when you first start hooping, y'all don't kind of feel each other yet. But then when you've been hooping a while, you already kind of start knowing how your boy like to get the ball. You know what I mean? And you go, you know, he like that bounce pass. He like it direct. He like it lobbed over top, right? You start kind of we was feeling each other this fight. And we got us a good one. Do I feel like we got the best one? No. But he might be the best. He might be Dak Prescott. I don't know. Somebody asked me, what is his defense gonna be? I don't know. And if somebody tell you, they don't know.
Yep.
We don't know. He's uncooked chicken, just to be real. So, what's your thoughts on that, Star?
Yeah. Are we giving our final word?
Not yet.
Not yet. Oh, okay. Well, yeah, I would say that Shotty, and I just want to clarify, Shotty, I don't think he got his choice, but I do think that this was a compromise, and I do think Christian Parker was a guy that Shotty was just really interested in. I just think at the end of the day, he still wanted Durante. And we're going to talk about that, but moving forward, I do feel like Christian Parker, I feel like he could be our wild card. Like, you just never know. You know what I'm saying? With these young guys, you take a shot on them, and you don't know how it's going to end up being your Mike McDonald.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
He might be doper than Durante. He very well be.
He could be doper than Durante. He could be your next, like I said, Mike McDonald, where people was like, oh, you bringing this guy from the college world? I guess. Now look at him. It only took him 2 years to get into the NFC Championship. So you never know with these young guys. It's just always a risk when you go with super green guys because you don't know. You know what I'm saying? But I do appreciate, Boss, when you did that interview with D. D said the thing that I don't like about the NFL is that they keep recycling the same guys over and over again. Yep. And he was like, bro, that's why y'all keep getting the same results. Yeah. So I do want to look at this. I'm going to look at it also from a positive aspect that, one, this Christian Parker kid, we have never gone this direction.
Never.
So I can definitely say that Shotty has influence. I don't think Shotty was bent all the way over on this move, because I think bent all the way over would have been Gannon. That's how we would have known. Okay,
that would have been bent over.
Right. So Shotty didn't get bent over here. It was just like, you know, you in the jail food line, or you in jail, you at the table.
He got put in his place though.
Exactly. The big guy come over and he's like, I ain't gonna take your whole food, but you're gonna give me that cornbread.
Yeah, this cornbread, take it.
You gonna give me the cornbread, and it's like, damn, all right here, bro. But it's like you still got a meal. So that's what I'm gonna say. Like, I feel like there's a lot of hope and optimism with him. I do feel like we also are gonna keep I think we're gonna keep White Cotton for sure. But I want to get the rest of these picks. Well, I think what we pivot now to is this: who's the staff? Who's the coaching staff?
Right.
Because I think that's going to be the most, before even who we going to pick in the draft and get through free agency, we need to know who is the coaching staff. Because I think that is what's, and we said this in a previous show, Boss, like that's what's going to help Christian, because he's so green. If you get a good coaching staff around him, I think he can do something.
But I think to your point, Star, your point, Star, I ain't going to lie. This could be taken as a positive. I'm gonna tell you straight up. Think about this: with Christian Parker being so young and green, so to speak. I don't think he gonna have dominion over picking his staff. I don't think so. Do y'all think so?
You keeping it 100.
I'm gonna ask y'all
Probably
this.
not,
The reason I ask that is because I think it could possibly be actually a good thing. Cause that means Shotty gonna be the one doing it. You know what I'm saying? More than likely, Shotty gonna appoint all the best players. I mean, all the best coaches. And think about this, and this from a positive perspective. Instead of getting a retread type DC, you know what he gonna do? Holler at his homeboys. Christian Parker probably ain't got no homeboys. He gonna go get the most qualified candidates more than likely. He gotta build his tribe. He coming from a tree. He probably don't even have no alliances or allegiance to a lot of these coaches yet. I'm sure he probably got some associates or whatever, but you might be able to just build you an all-star cast of just straight qualified candidates with no nepotism. That's something that could possibly happen. How you feel about that, boss?
I got trust issues, rightfully so. You know,
yeah.
and I'm just keeping it 100. I ain't gonna never pull no punches to the people that listen to me. I don't like that I'm just being honest. I don't like that they put the same reason of not wanting Flores as not wanting Jones. It makes me afraid that they feel like they can control Parker. Because, you know, that's the main reason they didn't want Flores or Jones, is because they felt like they was uncompromising kind of men, you know? So when you say no nepotism, I'm honestly not expecting no nepotism. I'm expecting nepotism. I'm expecting Jerry and Steven to continue to have influence over both coaches. What I really want us to do to better job as a community is not to be a community that just blindly turns our head at the nepotism when we see it. You see what I'm saying? So where we fight back every step. So, because now the next part is to build this man's staff and to build this man talent for his staff.
See, that's the whole thing, man. That's what gets so frustrating with me. I know they always say landlord talk about Mike McCarthy. It was not about Mike McCarthy. It was about fairness. If y'all would have joined me, some of y'all would have joined me in that fight against the Joneses when they were sabotaging a coach that you wasn't fond of. Maybe we could have avoided all of this sabotage now. What they say, injustice anywhere is injustice everywhere. We should have been calling them out on this from the beginning. Because I'm telling you, I said it back then. I said it's gonna happen to a coach you like, and you're gonna be mad. We gotta call this shit out whenever it happens. It's gonna derail the team, it's gonna derail the success regardless. So we should never tolerate them doing this. We should push back every time we see them being involved like that and meddling. I remember a lot of these people, they in my comments, they in your comments, they just turned a blind eye because they didn't like Mike. They don't give a damn what happened to him because they ain't like him. Screw him. But when it's people you like, it matters now. It's like, damn, they doing Shotty so dirty. And I like Shotty too. I'm just like, damn, we got to figure this shit out, bro. I don't know what it is. I don't know what can we do to make sure the Joneses don't screw this up and mess up everything for everybody. But it look like they just do a GOAT job at doing it. I don't know, bro. I don't know what to do.
The Yoda say that's not true, bros. That was a fake report. Because what, Bobby said so? Because Bobby said so. Because Bobby said inaccurate. Man, listen, y'all. Y'all gotta, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I went directly back and forth with Bobby on this. Okay. Bobby gotta be able to acknowledge that the front office does meddling, and he does not. And he has not. He called this a Shotty pick the entire time when Fish has quotes from Jerry blocking Flores. Do I need to show you cited again? A cited quote from Jerry blocking Flores? Bro, like, I got the receipts on this. I got the receipt right here. Let me show you again, brother. No, it's true. It's right here. Jerry blocked Flores. So just because Bobby said inaccurate, it was a shoddy pick. Bro, like, the one thing y'all got to realize is Jerry said he uses the media. How does he do that? You got to ask that question. So, and we got to be able to see the difference. So, I'm going to say this, man. Like, we empower people on this channel, on Landlord Channel, on Star. We want people to be thinkers. We want people to be fighters. I don't fuck with followers. I don't. I can't stand them. If you just blindly follow any report just because you want to feel good, I'm going to just be honest and say you won't be comfortable here. You got to go to somebody else's channel that's going to feed that type of food. This is a place to where we have receipts, we have evidence, proof, we look at patterns, and we also honest, and we fight each other until the truth come out. That's just what we do because we trying to win. So if you want to be that type of way, this your place. But if you just want to hear positive, what I call positive Pampers, it's just not gonna be a fit. So now we can give our final words. All our numbers finna boost.
Yeah.
All our numbers finna go way up. I know Cowboy Nation.
That injected hope into a lot of Cowboys.
Right. It injected hope. Yeah. But people that been involved with this fight, this is my final word. I'm gonna say this. People that's been watching this fight up close, you should know more than ever that our voice matter. Like, for real, Star. If you've been in the fights, you should know now more than ever that your voice matter. Real talk.
Yep.
You should know now that what we do can move the nation.
Yep.
That every one of us together are very important. You might think you just one person on Twitter with one hashtag. You're bigger than that. You're way bigger than that. I'm telling you. And we starting to learn how to fight together. I would say this. I mean this too. I think everybody need to take a little break, like my girl Rebel. Go watch you some Game of Thrones. Go play you some video games. And let's get ready for round 2. This is round 1, the DC. Round 2 fights is going to be about the fight to build his staff and a fight to build the players around his staff. You know? So as long as we have meddling owners, we not go get out of fight, y'all. So I'm just letting you know, get your knuckles ready. Sharpen them things, because we got some more fights coming. We gonna have some fights likely going into the season. We got to fight for Shotty to get his running back. We got to fight to make sure Parker get everything he needs to succeed. So take a break, take a couple of days off, but let's come back and let's get ready to whoop some ass. Because as a family, my final word is y'all kick some major ass on this. And I appreciate and love I ain't gonna cuss. And I love y'all for what y'all did, man. I ain't never seen us fight this dope. That's my final word. We put it like this: we whoop local media ass. Did we start?
Yes, we did. Yes, we did. Yes, once again, and no matter how many times they try to say no, wrong. See the results, you can see right and who was wrong, right? But anyway, my final word would be I agree with everything Boss said. Like, our voice matters. That's the slogan of Boss Cowboy Sports. And something that Kamala said, she was like, when everybody was so disappointed when Trump won, she said sometimes it's not that she said sometimes the fight just take a little bit longer. You know what I'm saying? Like you wanted to win here, but you didn't win here. But that doesn't mean that all hope is lost and just give up. You know what I'm saying?
Amen.
And you have to know that sometimes you win the battle. You know, you got to win the battle before you can win the war. And I really do think that Christian Parker is a good Exactly. That's who was pushed. And then over these past, it's all of a sudden became Gannon.
Get it.
Gannon's not that bad. He's a number one. He's a number one. So,
Get it. Swear.
So they was wrong about that because at the end of the day, anybody when they say, well, the report about Durante matching Flores, that's unconfirmed. But I said, well, what is confirmed is that Durante and Christian Parker were the top two candidates, as we said. And the other two, Gannon wasn't even once they did the second interview, they said it's not going to be Gannon. So that's what we're saying. The next fight is Pickens. That's facts.
That's facts.
That's facts. We're going to have to fight, y'all. It's
brush them knuckles up.
As long as we have a medal in front of us, we're going to keep having the fight.
That's right.
But I do think that we should be optimistic about Parker. I do think Parker can bring something special to the Dallas Cowboys. And I do think that we just got to focus on getting his staff right. And just to, answer what Landlord said, I do think Christian Parker is young. He may not have all the guys we would want, which could be a good thing, but also be a negative. It could be a good thing if they let Shotty pick, because I trust Shotty. But if front office gonna start picking people, let's put this old ass coach, let's keep Overstreet, that's where I'm gonna be upset. But all in all, y'all, I do think that there is hope with this pick. With Gannon, I don't know. I really don't know what I would do if we pick Gannon, y'all. I probably would have not took about a month off. To be honest, like if we pick Gannon, I don't know what I would do. So it's like, y'all, we just got to keep fighting. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to everybody who did hire Durante Jones campaign. We really wanted him. We ain't get him. So we kind of just got to move on. But we hoping for the best, y'all, that this all turns out and that our defense can turn around this offseason. But we also got to push not only for staff, but players, y'all. Like, we got a lot of work to do this offseason. This was just the first step. That's my final word.
Landlord.
Yeah. I feel where y'all coming from, man. Like I said, I did want Durante. He was my first pick, but I'm not mad at Christian Parker, though. I'm not mad at this pick. And like I said, the real challenge is going to be how much of a leash he got. You know what I'm saying? Like, is this really y'all guy, bro? Or is he a puppet? We don't know. And to me, I think the best way you can see it is if he's given permission to go and find his own self. Like a player, a coach that's never called defensive plays, who is his allegiance to? He gonna have to go get some real young people that he might have been dealing with. You know what I'm saying? Like, who is his allegiance to? Like, who is under the DBs? Nobody. He don't have a staff. So he gonna have to build one, or Shotty gonna have to build one, or Jared and Steven gonna have to build one. Somebody gonna have to build one. Then on top of that, we gonna have to trust him with picking some of these defensive players, because this is the biggest reboot we need. We need secondary. We need everything on this defense to be. We don't need to leave no stone unturned, like at all, when it comes to rebuilding and fixing this defense, as far as scheme and all of that. And you know how much Shotty values people not knowing what you're gonna do, right? You remember when he first started, I'm vanilla, I'm not showing nobody nothing. So you gonna have that surprise element with Christian Parker. Nobody don't know what the hell he gonna run.
That's right.
Nobody don't know his style of calling
That's
defense.
facts.
Nobody don't know
facts.
how much he gonna blitz. Nobody don't know anything. So that could be looked at as good or bad. And I just feel like when it comes to that case, the only way you can determine if it's good or bad is you believe in the guy. And me personally, I like the guy. I believe in him. And I wish him well. I feel like we made a uncharacteristic hire as far as the Dallas Cowboys are concerned and historically how we operate in this manner. So I feel like that was a big change that I didn't expect. To be honest, I thought it was going to be Leonhard or somebody like that. Or Gannon, that could have been a curveball that the Joneses just bucked everybody and said, hey, it's going to be him. So none of that happened. I feel like even if Shotty ain't running to the bank with it, he at least, you know what I'm saying, got him a couple checks off of it. He feel good about it. You know what I'm saying? I think Shotty at least feel good about it. And he's not feeling defeated about the pick. So I'm optimistic about it. I'm glad that it's a youthful coach, it's a young coach that come in here with a fresh voice, a fresh ideas, and a fresh scheme, fresh everything. We just gotta hope it work out in our favor. And that's my final word.
There it is. Shit, we out.
Yep. We out.
It's gonna be back today, you know it. We got more work to do.
Already stay tuned to Boss Land.